Good morning, class 9. We are doing hydrogen, the first element of the periodic table. And through our previous class, we have learned about the position of hydrogen in the modern periodic table. And we all have known that hydrogen is placed in group 1, period 1, with its atomic number 1. We also learned the dual nature of hydrogen, because hydrogen resembles with alkali metals group 1 elements as well as halogens group 17 elements, and the controversy of the position of hydrogen in the modern periodic table. Now today's class we are going to see the existence of hydrogen in the nature, and before starting preparation of hydrogen we are going to learn or revise the activity series of metals. Now let us start our today's class. Occurrence or existence of hydrogen in nature. In the nature, hydrogen can exist in two different states. First, it can exist in free state. Free state means in its pure form. And second, it can exist in combined state. It can combine with other elements to form compounds, and in that compound form it can exist in nature. Now, in the free state, hydrogen is found in traces in Earth's crust and atmosphere. Volcanic gases also contains hydrogen gas. Our Earth's crust contains hydrogen gas. Earth's atmosphere also contains hydrogen gas, and in Earth's atmosphere it is at the top level of our atmosphere because it is light, so it rises up high up in the atmosphere. Now in the free state, hydrogen also exists in stars, and hydrogen gas is the most important fuel of in fact all of the gases known till now, or all of the stars known till now, So hydrogen gas is the most important fuel of all the stars. All these stars, they produce their own heat energy, own light energy due to the presence of hydrogen gas in them. How do they produce this huge amount of energy and light? Now in the stars, for example, the closest star to us is Sun. So what happens over there in the stars is these hydrogen atoms, they combine with each other. They undergo nuclear fusion to produce heavier element helium. So when there is a conversion of hydrogen atom, lighter atom, to heavier atom helium, huge amount of heat energy and light energy are produced. This type of reactions are called nuclear fusion reactions. Because of the nuclear fusion reaction of hydrogen going every time in the star, we get huge amount of energy. That's why the sun undergoes nuclear fusion every time, and because of that nuclear fusion we receive heat and light energy on our planet Earth. Therefore hydrogen exists in free state in stars, and these stars contain huge amount of hydrogen. In the combined state, we can find hydrogen combining with carbon, oxygen, nitrogen to form tissues, cells and tissues of plants and animals. Our whole body is made up of compounds of hydrogen, carbon, oxygen and nitrogen. Hydrogen also makes important constituent of acids, alkalis, hydrocarbons and proteins. If I want to give you an example of acid, let's take an example of hydrochloric acid. So in hydrochloric acid, hydrogen is one of the important constituent. So over here hydrogen combines with chlorine to form acid. Another example can be an alkali, NaOH, sodium hydroxide. So in sodium hydroxide also hydrogen combines with sodium and oxygen to form sodium hydroxide alkali. Hydrocarbon methane, CH4. So with one carbon atom, 4 hydrogen atom combines to form methane molecule, hydrocarbon. Petrol is another hydrocarbon. So in petrol, diesel, kerosene, we get hydrogen combined with carbon and other different elements. Proteins, hydrogen combines with carbon, nitrogen to form proteins. Let's take example of glucose. Glucose is C6H12O6. So this is one molecule of glucose. So in one molecule of glucose, 12 atoms of hydrogen combines with 6 atoms of carbon and 6 atoms of oxygen to form one molecule of glucose. So this is the one example in which hydrogen remains in combined state with carbon and oxygen. So in this way, carbon, with the help of carbon, oxygen, nitrogen and other different elements, hydrogen remains in combined state in the nature. Another example which we deal every day in our life is water. So in water, two atoms, one molecule of water contains two atoms of hydrogen combined with one atom of oxygen. So here hydrogen remains in combined state with oxygen to form water, and we all know we have plenty of water on our planet Earth. The only difficult is out of 100% of water present on Earth, only around 1% is suitable for drinking purpose. That's why we have to use water very wisely. So this is all about occurrence of hydrogen in the nature. Now, like I told you before going to preparation of hydrogen gas, now we will do a revision on activity series of metal. So let's revise our activity series. So here is the activity series of metals. Now activity series of metal contains metals arranged in series, and this series contains metals such as potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron, lead, copper, mercury, silver, gold. Okay, these metals are arranged in such a way that the most reactive metal is kept at the top, and as we go down the series, the reactivity of these metals keeps on decreasing. And if you see over here in this activity series, potassium is the most reactive metal, whereas gold is the least reactive metal in this series. And one important thing that you can observe or you can get in this activity series is all the elements are metal except hydrogen. Hydrogen being non-metal, it is kept in the activity series. It is kept in the middle of activity series of metals. Now this activity series tells us about the reactivity of different metals. So higher the position of the metal, more reactive it will be. Lower the position of the metal, lesser reactive it will be. Second thing what it can tell us is the metals which are above hydrogen, they all can produce hydrogen gas on treatment with acids or alkalis, whereas the metals which are below hydrogen, they cannot produce or liberate hydrogen gas when treated with acids or bases. The third thing which this activity series can tell us is the element which is at higher position can displace means remove the metal in the lower position. Now say suppose if I take example of calcium and iron. Now calcium is more reactive than iron because it is kept at higher place in the activity series. So when we bring these two things over here, now this calcium will displace zinc from its compound. Okay, it will separate zinc, it will remove zinc from the compound, and instead of zinc, calcium will take its place. That means the metal which are at higher series, higher position, will displace the metals which are in the lower position. So these three things we have to understand. Now, to know this particular phenomenon or characteristics of activity series, you have to know the metals in their correct order in the series. If you don't know their correct order, then you won't be able to uh, answer questions related to activity series. So you have to learn this activity series by heart. Okay, boys, it is difficult, but it is not impossible. It is possible. I'll give you a mnemonic which can help you to remember the activity series. You can even develop your own mnemonics, your way or tricks of remembering the activity series. I have one interesting mnemonic with me. I'm going to share this with you. I hope you'll like it. Let us first revise the activity series. Potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron, nickel, tin. This is tin, lead, hydrogen, copper, mercury, silver, gold, and platinum. This is actually the whole metallic series or activity series of metals, and this is the reactivity. So reactivity decreases as we go down the activity series. We'll find most reactive elements at the top and lesser reactive elements at the bottom. So it becomes difficult to remember so many elements in their correct position. So the easy way is to make your own mnemonics, your way of remembering them. So I have one mnemonic with me. Let us see that. I'll tell you this in Hindi because this mnemonic comes in Hindi only. So the mnemonic says that केदारनाथ का माली आलू जरा फीकी नहीं स्पाइसी पकाता है. Okay, I'll just repeat this. केदारनाथ का माली आलू जरा फीकी नहीं स्पाइसी पकाता है. Why he used to cook spicy aloo? Because he always used to call me something good, please. Okay, call me something good, please. Then only he will cook better aloo. So his idea was people should call him always good. Okay, so I'll repeat this whole thing once again. केदारनाथ का माली आलू जरा फीकी नहीं स्पाइसी पकाता है. Call me something good, please. So this is a mnemonic to remember the activity series. Let's see what this mnemonic means. So Kedar, so we'll take K, potassium, Nath, Na, sodium, Ka, Ca, which will be calcium, Mali will take M, Mali magnesium, so Mg, magnesium, Alu will take Al, aluminium, Zara will take Z, Zn, zinc, Zara. Fiki will take Fe, Fe stands for iron. Nahi, so here Nahi means nickel, so we'll take Ni, nickel. Spicy means S, spicy S, so S, tin, the symbol of tin, Sn. Spicy stands for tin, Sn. Pakata means P for lead, so P, lead, Pb. Hai, hydrogen. Okay, now this is up to hydrogen. Now below hydrogen, what we will remember, call me something good, please. So call, C, copper. Remember, please remember, Ka is calcium, call is copper. Me, mercury, so we'll write the symbol of mercury, Hg. Something will write silver, S, so symbol of silver is Ag. Good, G for gold, so we'll write symbol of gold, Au. And please, platinum, P will take P, so platinum is Pt. So केदारनाथ का माली आलू जरा फीकी नहीं स्पाइसी पकाता है. Call me something good, please. Potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron, nickel, tin, lead, hydrogen, copper, mercury, silver, gold, and platinum. Out of these, potassium is the most reactive metal and platinum is the least reactive metal, and hydrogen, being non-metal, is kept in between these metals. Okay, so this is the reactivity series, complete reactivity series of metals, and the mnemonic which can help you to remember the correct position of all the metals. I want you to learn this activity series either with the help of this mnemonic which I have given to you, or you can develop your own mnemonics. Okay, so we'll meet in our next class with all this activity series, and we'll learn different ways of producing hydrogen gas. This much for today, boys. Stay safe and do all things well.